everybody, Bethany here and welcome to my channel. Today I am going to be making a birthday card. Why? Because it's birthday, well, not month, but months. I have several birthdays in the house and they kind of are every couple or 3 weeks or a couple days apart. So cards are to be had all the time. So I am going to use this Maker Forte Majestically Awkward Llamacorn adorable set, and we are just going to color and play. I don't have anything preset out, so it's going to take me a little bit to set it out, but I'm going to put this cute one with the flowers in the Llamacorn's hair. I'm going to go ahead and put it on an acrylic black, and if I can find myself a scrap piece of white cardstock, and I am going to go ahead and stamp this little cutie out with some remarkable black ink. I'm going to stamp that out again. And if I can't get it this time, then I am just going to simply get my stamparatus out. Nope, that worked perfect. Okay. So, this is proof that it's okay to have accidents. So after letting this dry for a little bit, I am ready to do some coloring. But I am going to use my alcohol ink markers, and I have a fine tip on one side and a brush tip on these Ohuhu markers, and I am just going to do a rough outline of the little fluffs. I'm not going to turn this unicorn into a fully pink unicorn. This is, I forget, this is called Pale Cherry Pink, but it reminds me of like a nice blush, light pink blush color. I just want to give that little hint of coloring to it without filling in everything and muddling up what is the cutest Llamacorn ever. I find when you do highlighting instead of full coloring, sometimes your effects and your shadowing ends up being just as cool as if you colored it in completely. And when you're like me and you don't have all the time in the world, this just works. All right, I'm going to speed up things a little bit, but I will show you the color I'm going to use. Next is the pale mauve, a little coloring in the cheeks, and I'm going to use it for bits in the flower as well. Now, you'll notice that I am just placing dots, small, tiny little dots in the flowers. I'm not doing full coloring in the flowers at all. I want to keep a little mystery about it. Little hint of being colored in without being fully colored in. Now this next Ohuhu marker set, I have either the broad tip or the brush tip. I'm going to use the brush tip. I'm going to still use the same concept of putting these little dots here and not coloring in fully, just a hint. And I feel like the Llamacorn's going to need a more colorful horn, so I'm just going to put little pink highlights of color. And the white that I leave behind becomes the extra highlight, I guess, and the pink would be the shadow in this case. And needs to be a sprig of green here, hints of it. And let's grab a purple, more of a lilac than purple. And I feel like she's gonna need a little swipe of color in her hair. So we're gonna use the same concept again, the shadow on the bottom, and the shadow is gonna be that color. And I'm going to accent the hooves too, right at the base. As if the Llamacorn has painted toenails. Or hoof nails? I don't know. I'm making it up, can you tell? Llamacorns are magical, so you can really call them whatever you want. Now, because the Llamacorn is a magical creature, I am going to use a wink of Stella, glitz this little lady up. And because I tend to have a heavy hand, I am just adding drops here and there. Very light touch drops. I am not going too crazy because I have a tendency to add so much that I end up changing the overall color of the entire look. And then I decide I don't like my look anymore and I'll scrap it generally. And here's the thing, if you use little bits or little taps, you can always add more where you think there's a need. I will show you up close if my camera will adjust. So that's what our cute little Llamacorn looks like up close with lots of shimmer. And now I'm going to off screen fussy cut this little lady out. So I have an A2 size card front that I would like to emboss with a cloud embossing folder. I don't know where the embossing folder is from. It was given to me in a crafty haul giveaway. And so I am going to just, don't mind my children, I'm going to use the Pitstop pink, and I'm going to lightly tap because I don't want it to be necessarily in the blank spaces. If I get some in there, that's fine. My daughter is having fun watching PJ Masks. So now I'm going to just grab a paper towel and placing my finger where there is no ink, I'm just going to lightly blend it out. Some of the cloud might still get some of the ink, but I'm going to at least lessen it where it's not showing a stark line. It's okay if I get a little bit of pink on the white clouds. I wouldn't be mad about it. This pink is so cute though. Alright, and then I'm going to take my Cuttlebug and run it through. Alright, taking my sandwich apart and the reveal. So grabbing my cutesy little Llamacorn, I am going to figure out where she belongs. I'm thinking right here at the top of the clouds. Now, I'm thinking she needs a saying or something to go with this cutesy birthday card. Now with the scrap paper, I am going to stamp out my sentiments using the acrylic block here to make sure that they're both facing the proper direction, which has happened where I've stamped out something and I went, oh, one word is upside down. Never mind. So I am going to stamp this one out in a bold black, but then we're going to glitz it up with some embossing powder. So I'm going to again use that Remarkable ink. Ink it up real good. Nice firm press. And grabbing my embossing powder, I'm going to use this Recollections Opaque Sparkle embossing powder. Not going to do it super even, just enough to give it a little glow. And I don't mind if I have a little bit of overspill. That's why I didn't even bother using an anti-static powder. And then I'm going to heat it up from behind so as not to have the sparkle flakes fly at me. And then I'm going to go ahead and fussy cut it out like it's a little cloud. Then I'm going to pop that up on some foam tape using my junky scissors that definitely needed cleaning. And then our little Llamacorn, we're also going to pop that one up on foam tape as well. And I'm going to bring down the Llamacorn just a hair. And there we have our very fancy looking Llamacorn happy birthday, which I'm going to finish off with a little bit more a wink of Stella. I'm going to just catch the edges of some of these clouds. There is a potential of reactivating the ink, so you have to be careful when you do something like a wink of Stella or any water brush. If you have newly dried ink, it may become less dry if you add that little bit. And then I'm just going to brush a little on the edges here, give it some extra glitz and glamour, just to be fancy about it. And there you go. That is a quick happy birthday Llamacorn card with her fancy pink sky and funky clouds. Thank you for stopping by our channel today. Don't forget to stop by our shop. We have an amazing summer sale going on right now, and we do custom work. So if there's anything you ever need, feel free to let us know. We can help you out. We can help you promote your channels, your Facebook groups, anything like that. We can make it happen. And also don't forget to check out our other channels, including Knowledgeable Media. There's a lot of information to be had there. And as always, I will drop links down below for you if I can for anything that I may have used in today's tutorial that I have a link for. And have a wonderful day and happy making. Bye! On foam tape as well. On foam tape as well. Man, you would think I would actually listen to what I'm doing as I'm doing it, but no, I don't. And thus ensues lots and lots of fun. Static powder. Danielle, stop! My daughter is having too much fun, and we're gonna have to do this again. I'm gonna keep the llama yellow, or I'm gonna keep the llama white. Whew! Can you tell I didn't get a full night's sleep? And probably should have gone for that third cup of coffee today. Whoops.